Hello, 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 and welcome, my Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon to full moon next for April into May 2020. I am your reader, Markangelo Lyons. Mal for short, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, and as I always say, fellow earth sign Virgo that I am. Very happy to be serving my earth signs, which, look, we're all in this together, and we all know what's going on, so forgive me, please, if I don't mention it, because it can get you flagged and demonetized on YouTube, and I'm not into that. You know what I mean? You're an earth sign. I think you do. Let's get down to work, shall we? First of all, if you are new to the channel, please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because I'm trying to put out content every day unless I'm taking a day off. I really only take one day off a week, if that. Because I'm also a spiritual counselor, so I'm like on the phone a lot. But I am trying to put out content, either recorded videos like this one, or chats, you know, like live streams, AM and PM, usually around 11-ish, but you know, I take days off from that too. And by all means, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Let me know what resonates for you, because my darlings, my Taurians, my bulls, this is a general read, right? Please take what resonates, leave what does not. Remember, what doesn't resonate today, this is a 2-week period, new to full moon, right? The waxing half of the moon cycle. Might resonate later on. Might make sense at the end, but hey, got to put them out a little early, don't I? Yeah. So this new moon is in Taurus, the full moon in its opposite sign, Scorpio. As is usual, we're looking at the 22nd of April to the 7th of May. So that's the time period we're looking at here. Keep in mind, these are What Do I Need reads, which is asking the divine through different systems of divination, what it is that you need to look at, to embrace, to focus on, to be aware of, etc. And you can interpret that as you go, but that's why you might want to take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and check your other signs. I'm only doing Sun, Moon, Rising signs for these. It's usually all I do for the What Do I Need reads for this or that new to full moon, etc. So let's get up in this gig, shall we? Take a nice deep breath. I will do the same. By focusing on the breath, we're more centered here now, grounded in our bodies, and it's much easier to feel what resonates and what doesn't in your intuitive, energetic field. You got to be here and now to feel that without the mind just hearing a word and running off into the past or the future with it. And as I'm doing the same, I will get you as much clarity, guidance, and grace as I can for this challenging time we are in. Let's do this. Oh, all the decks that I read are in the description box, all the way at the bottom. We're going to start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. Just one card. We're only using 5 decks, so 5 cards total. Keeping these quick because upload times are driving me nuts. Bandwidth, whatever the hell that means, right? Here we go. Breathe. Oh, that felt good. Okay. My angels, please, one card in clarity for the Taurus collective. Sun, Moon, Rising signs for this new moon. Oh, in Taurus, right, their sign to the full moon next in Scorpio, their opposite sign. Please, what do they need to be aware of? What do they need to feel, to deal, to accept, to keep an eye out for in terms of their healing with the angels, the celestial forces, please? One card in clarity. Oh, that's 2. One card in clarity. I washed my hands. One card in clarity for the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. And who do you got? Trust. Now, trust in who? Trust in what? Trust in the angels? Well, you pretty much trust in the angels. You pretty much trust in the divine, usually, depending on where you are in that relationship. But being that it's the first card down, yes, we're going to check the other decks. But even just here, trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. There's a slight difference between instinct and intuition. To me, instinct is very physical, visceral. I'm an earth sign. So when my root chakra can't connect to the Earth's electromagnetic field, it means get the fuck out of here. This is not safe. This isn't right. Get the hell out of here. I don't even need to ask why anymore. My mother calls it rat magic. She says you always know when to jump ship. It's true. It's an instinct. It's not like, oh, I feel something odd in my solar plexus. That's more intuition. This is like, get me the fuck out of here. I don't know why. I don't need to know why, right? Fight, flight, or freeze. Right? Like that. Trust that. Trust that. It's like the angels speaking to you viscerally through your nervous system, where there may not be maybe the amount of time that you would like to process it like an air sign would. So it's more like, nope, gotta go, bye. Or, by the way, this feels safe. No, I feel safe here. I can trust my own instincts without the mind getting involved. You see what I'm saying? It's something way more energetic, visceral than this, which Virgos are very good at this. Taurians, 2 speeds. Stop and go, right? Let's ask the goddesses, shall we? Daughters of the Moon Tarot, we're not dealing with the gods this time around, masculine, divine masculine. We're looking at the divine feminine. This is a lunar movement, right? New moon to full moon next and all that jazz. Take a nice deep breath, my darlings. And let's see what our sisterhood of goddesses can show us here. Please, my goddesses, one card in clarity for the Taurian collective. Sun, moon, rising signs from this new moon in their sign in Taurus to full moon next in their opposite sign of Scorpio. Please, oh please, oh please, what do they need? What do they need to be aware of, my goddesses? These are feminine earth signs. Well, all the earth signs are feminine, as are all the water signs. The air and fire are masculine. It's just how the elements break down, at least in the Western system of fire, earth, air, water. So please, my goddesses, one card in clarity for the Taurus collective sun, moon, rising signs. This new moon to full moon next, April to May 2020. Okay, the 8 of Cups, withdrawal, go into your cave. Bet you're kind of doing that already. And though, yes, we are all having to do that too, I'm trying to pick my words carefully to dance around the subject. Sequestering within your own domain, or maybe somebody else's. This is the 8 of Cups. This is more of a emotional pulling back. And if not a pulling back, then going deeper into, here you see a woman with a torch. She took a boat to get to this island and is following a trail of cups into a cave. A type of sequester for sure, but not necessarily walking away from so much as going into, right? We don't see that in other interpretations of the 8 of Cups, you know, that walking away, which totally triggers the Incredible Hulk ending music credits theme. Dun, 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 dun. Walking away. This can be way more about introspection, but introspection in terms of trusting when you're being pulled within. Follow the angels of trust into yourself to perhaps find trust in what it is that you are feeling intuitively, instinctively. Look, we all need to obey officials right now. I'm totally with you. I'm a rebel with a cause, oddly enough. Fifth dimensional unity consciousness seems to be my cause. Love is the answer. What was the question? How the hell are we going to get through this? That's the question. The answer is love. Loving ourselves and trusting the guidance that we get. But, you know, play fair. Play within the rules. And you're an earth sign. Of course you will. Do what's wise. But really, if there's emotional stuff coming up for you here and you are getting guidance and grace, take the time. Take the time to go in and trust the guidance that you are getting from your own intuitive field as well as your instinctual physical. Like, intuitive does tend to be more energetic, emotional, feeling oriented, although honestly there's a difference between an emotion and a feeling. Emotions are up here for me. Feelings are down here. It's like, something feels off. I'm having an emotional moment. Difference, right? Where is it in your body? Well, we are going to ask the Ascended Masters through the Chuck Spezzano Love Pack, and if you've been watching me for a while, it's only half of the pack. Why? Because I took out them problem cards. We got enough. We know what the problems are right now. For at least a 2-week arc, can we just have an idea of the luck, the healing, and the grace that we need? I think that's easier, right? Let's see, though, because we still got the Matt Kahn healing mantra cards. Oh, Aries got processing grief. I was like, womp, womp. Trying to keep it funny. Keep it sunny, keep it funny, keep it gay, trying. The cards are going to be what the cards are going to be. Nice deep breath. Let's ask the Ascended Masters what you need. Remember, I'm the fun one. My Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity for the Taurus Collective Sun, Moon, Rising sign from this new moon in Taurus, their very own new moon, to this full moon next in Scorpio, their opposite signs. Always that way with a new moon and a full moon. What do they need? A piece of luck, a piece of healing, a piece of grace? And if so, which one? Which piece of luck, which piece of healing, which piece of grace for their well-being? What do they need? The same as the Aries card. That's bizarre. They got tenderness as well, the luck suit. So if you're sequestering in a domain with an Aries, much as I dance around these terms, you know, you can trust that there's some tenderness there, right? That tenderness, yes, does tend to manifest itself in a physical way. Now, if you're not, you know, if you are on your own, doing the solo thing, as many of us are, I am, me and my cat's here, then finding tenderness, where is it? 80s flashback, only the Generation X's know what I'm talking about. General public. To really find that tenderness, even if it is tactile. Like I have my favorite brown bathrobe. I usually do my 11 p.m. streams in that. I always tell people, come in your PJs, right? Come as you are. Be comfortable. It's very much an earth sign thing through times of stress. Mother Mary, come to me, but let me wear my comfy clothes while we're at it, right? When I find myself in times of trouble. But to treat yourself tender, what does it mean to be tender to yourself? I keep getting this image of what, you know, my mother was a nursery school teacher, right? So an ouchie, when got an ouchie, well, you're going to be tender to that, right? The tender parts, like never bathe with peppermint and cinnamon essential oil. Burns the tender parts. You know what I'm saying? To be a little bit more gingerly with yourself. Now, ginger is not much better in bath water, come to think of it, but you know what I mean. Be tender with yourself. Be tender with others. Be aware, okay, I'm getting it from over here. Be aware of sensitive topics with people, and don't be such a bull in the china shop. Particularly with yourself. You know, if you're getting triggered by watching the news 24/7, I limit myself to about an hour, hour and a half a day. To just get what's going on, to see what the numbers are, and then to just move on with my day, because I'm not leaving the house, right? I'm having everything delivered. I'll go out when I absolutely need to, but right now, no, right? So giving myself that sense of safety, in that sense, is a type of tenderness, but it's also that thing to make sure that I'm sleeping, like that I take days off. Self-care, but also in a way, and Taurians, I know you get this, second house, with a touch of luxury. Well, but luxury might mean, you know, getting a pizza in these times. To be tender with yourself. There's a gentleness there. And come to think of it, there is no gentleness card in this deck. So we're going to say tender, gentle. Gentle, tender. Tender, tender, gentle, gentle. You get what I'm saying. Let's ask the Ascended Masters again for your Healing Mantra deck card. Now, I'm not reading from the bookie book this time around because we're trying to keep these relatively brief. As I said, the upload time's driving me nuts. Not YouTube's fault, right? So let's see what the Ascended Masters say your mantra is, your healing mantra, that you can chant every day for a little bit, or all day long, or not at all, up to you, for this new moon to full moon next. Shall we? Breathe. My Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity. What is the perfect healing mantra for this Taurian collective? Sun, Moon, Rising sign from this new moon in their sign, Taurus, to this full moon next in Scorpio. In terms of waxing, like what is the mantra that will help them build, will help them grow, will help them increase what they need? Because what do they need? So what is the healing mantra that they need for this new moon to full moon next April to May 2020? Activating the third eye. I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. I am willing. I'm willing. Doesn't mean I'm gonna, but I'm willing. I'm willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions, meaning that there's so much information in the air, right? And there's a thing here about you with trust and going within and really checking in with yourself emotionally, but doing it tenderly. You might find that there are some beliefs, ideas, and conclusions that you have drawn, learned, picked up along the way, or came to totally on your own, that it might be time to see beyond them. I am willing to see beyond my beliefs. Look, there are certain beliefs that are necessary as we grow, right? I've been saying this a lot. It's a different context, but I think it'll make sense to you. Don't talk to strangers, really important for a 4-year-old. Don't talk to strangers, really terrifying in a 44-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain things, like the world's not safe. Well, then it's good to teach a small child that to an extent, right? They don't go wandering off the path, as it were, Little Red Riding Hood. But there are times when you need to see beyond that. It's like, yes, the world isn't a very safe place right now. And really, has it ever been? I mean, it's not like we're all living in the forests and the wilderness and the jungles. I mean, it's always been dangerous out there, so to speak. But to be willing to see beyond that, be willing to see what your higher power, your higher self, which we'll be checking in on next, or even the masters and the saints and the angels and the gods, the deities working with you, trying to show you something. It's so easy right now to just shut down, and I get it. But I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. It's a good mantra, but that doesn't mean, well, it's what Terry Pratchett said, and this is a paraphrase. He's my favorite author, blessed be. May his soul be blessed and rest in peace. That an open mind is a wonderful thing, but not so open that anything can fall in. You know, so be discerning, and that might be part of this trust thing with going inside, running it through your own intuitive and instinctual Taurian earth sign filters. How does this feel? How does it feel? I'm willing to see beyond this, but how does it feel, right? Being tender all the while, particularly maybe to those who are delivering messages of fear and falsity. Just saying. Let's ask your higher self. Last card down. Nice deep breath. Whispers of Love Oracle. One of my faves. Well, I don't work with any decks I don't like. It would be counterintuitive. Are you an intuitive? No, I'm a counterintuitive. It's not exactly a counter. The higher selves of all involved. There you are. Please, one card, a whisper of love for this Taurus collective sun, moon, rising sign, from this new moon in Taurus to this full moon next in Scorpio. I'm feeling that. What's going on for them? What's the whisper of love for them, higher self, for this new moon to full moon next, April to May 2020? You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. But I highly recommend that you do that with, yes, trust in yourself, trust in your higher power, but that you really go in and not so impulsive. Now look, I will say of all the signs of the zodiac, Taurus is probably the least impulsive, right? In the sense that they are fixed earth. Unlike Gemini, mutable air, the next sign that I will do. God help me. But that also means that if recognizes truth, you are limitless. You can do anything you choose to do. That you can do this tenderly. You don't need to rush ahead. You don't need to bull in the china shop through. Particularly with that truth that you are limitless. Great, I'm limitless. Then I can take the slow and steady wins the race if I want to. Doesn't mean that I have to bully my way through this. As I'm activating my third eye, such an interesting concept, to activate your third eye by being willing to see beyond your beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. So all in all, trust, right? So what do you need? You need trust. Trust in what? Most likely trusting in your own intuitive guidance systems, hence this Eight of Cups. And if it is about walking away from certain situations emotionally in order for your own self-care, blessed be. In this time that we're in, we all need to do that for sure, in order to perhaps connect with some tenderness. Tenderness. Where is it? By activating, or in tandem with activating the third eye, being willing to see beyond your beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. And I think that's the one they're highlighting here for me, for you. Conclusions, like we have things written of how this is going to go, and, you know, the quantum field is way more mutable and flexible than that, because you might find that in that way you are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. But make sure you are feeling it out and trusting your intuitive guidance system, and that you are trusting sources of information that are actually legitimate for the well-being of all. So it is. May the Taurus collective sun, moon, rising sun be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full moon next April to May 2020, that they may heal, that they may grow, that they might find their own limitlessness with tenderness and trust, seeing beyond their beliefs, ideas, and conclusions for the well-being of all. So Moto be, and so it is. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment if any of this rings any bells within you. And otherwise, I'm wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.